Okay.
So, I mean, do you always
Just
ask redundant questions, or you just ask questions?
I just ask questions and try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
It's Rachel, right?
It is Rachel. It's nice. Yeah. I was just driving down the road. And then armed vehicle.
So were you driving this way?
Yeah, obviously. That's the way the vehicle's facing. So.
Why do you keep saying obviously?
Well, I mean, I think.
The officer's asking too, why do you keep saying obviously? He just rolled up to the scene. Pulling up to a scene with a fucking rolled over car on its side isn't exactly the most normal thing ever. That's not something that just spontaneously happens. Especially on like a not busy residential street with nothing around. This is a fucking barren, empty area here. It's like she just crashed outside of Courage the Cowardly Dog's house in the middle of nowhere. So clearly the officer doesn't know all of the details around how this could have possibly happened, so he's asking you. I don't know why she's so combative already. I mean, obviously, I know why she's so combative, because she is annihilated. She is extremely drunk. There's no telling where the alcohol stops and the blood starts in her body anymore. She is doing her best to try and find some way of weaseling herself out of this situation. A car turned on its side here isn't just some, like, random thing that happens. So her going, obviously I was driving in this direction, there was a car, and well, one thing leads to another, and now look at the pickle we're in. Yeah, you know, it happens all the time. Why are you making a big deal out of it, officer? Do you always ask such redundant questions?
Everything with the scene is pretty obvious, so
Okay.
I don't think there's much left to.
I guess, did you just not see the car on the side of the road, or how
There was no car on the side of the road.
There wasn't?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Rachel, I'm looking at the car on the side of the road that you hit. It's still right there. It hasn't despawned. It's sitting right there. You looked at it. The officer's trying to light at it. Did she drink herself blind or something? What are you talking about? The car you hit is still right there, staring you in the face, staring a hole through your soul. I don't know why she's trying to, like, pretend it's not there.
There was a car driving this way. I was literally driving in my own.
Okay. What?
She's trying to cast like a genjutsu on the officer here to convince him that there was another car driving and that's the one that's actually at fault. Clearly she was in the correct lane, like a good law-abiding citizen and a very not drunk good driver, and all of a sudden things went cattywampus and it's all that other driver's fault that was driving this way. And then the officer goes over to the vehicle that she hit, the parked car, and then she still tries to continue this ruse that she did everything right, and yet can't explain how her car ended up on its side. Oh my god, and the entire time she still stays so condescending, so insufferable.
Where are you coming from tonight, Rachel?
I was in my friend's house on the south of town.
On south of town?
South. Yeah.
Okay. Was there anyone in the vehicle with you when this
No,
happened?
there was nobody with me, and I can tell you, like, there was obviously,
Do you have anything to drink tonight, Rachel?
no,
Just be honest with me.
Well, I'm convinced she's stone cold sober. Well, now we just gotta find the guy who's responsible for flipping our car over, that hooligan, absolute scoundrel. I also don't understand what she started doing with her hands there. She just goes like, obviously, and then starts doing like a John Cena, you can't see me. So I don't know what she was trying to do there. It looked like she was about to bust out a fucking anime move with that one, or start going into like some crazy dance moves, like a body wave or something.
no,
It's not gonna incriminate
no, I know, no.
Nothing to drink, huh?
Not since 6 p.m.
6 p.m.?
So I would say, yeah. Like,
What did you have at 6?
I had what we consider your cocktail, I guess.
How much alcohol would you say?
It said 4% on 4%.
Yeah, you just had one of them.
Yeah, it's just a fun.
A beer cocktail, Rachel. Do you think me a fool? Are you pulling my leg? A beer cocktail? What the fucked up alchemy is that? What kind of awful potion? You kidding me? That's the best you could come up with here? You expect anyone in the world to believe that you drank one beer cocktail? Jiminy Christmas, and you were doing such a great job with your acting performance. This display was immaculate. I was almost convinced, Rachel, I really was. If I couldn't hear the video, if I played it on mute, maybe. Every single word she has said, and she hasn't been able to get out without it being slurred. She is unable to form a coherent sentence. She is lost in a fucking fantasy land right now, stranded in Narnia here, doing her absolute best to try and explain away how her car is on her side, when I am pretty sure she doesn't even know how it happened because she is so fucking drunk.
We're at a fancy football draft tonight.
That explains the difference. You know,
Yeah, that's why I'm in New Jersey. Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, but yeah, I just had one cocktail. It was I don't know the brand name, of the cocktail, I'm sorry. But I know it was, for percent alcohol.
Don't worry, Rachel. I'll go ahead and dunk this alley you tossed me. I think I know what the brand name was of the cocktail you consumed. Was it perhaps a liar's? Or what about a untruthful brew? You're a liar. What I'm saying, Rachel, is you are literally lying. This is ridiculous. You make me sick.
so here's the deal, Rachel.
So, here's the deal. I won't answer any more of your questions. If you'd like to know, no, actually, I'll let you know what's going on for now. Because you've superseded your rights of asking questions.
Oh shit, Rachel's in control now. She's taking the helm. She's in charge. She's got all the power now. Uh-oh. The tables have turned.
Nope. And so, any more questions you have, you can talk to my attorney.
Case closed. There's nothing they can do anymore. Rachel invoked the power of attorney, which obviously clears her of any wrongdoing of the drunk driving and hitting a parked car, flipping her vehicle on the road here. So, hey, it was a good try from the officers, but unfortunately Rachel proved to be too powerful, too knowledgeable on the law. That's no doubt because she herself is a lawyer. A damn good one at that, too. Up there with the greats, like Saul Goodman and Billy Mitchell.
Phone, wallet, keys, anything like that?
No, honey.
Okay. Alright then. Ready?
Okay, you ready? Let's go.
Rachel refused to do any of the field sobriety tests. They arrested her on suspicion of DWI, and Rachel continued to be an insufferable asshole the entire time, even dropping one of those "oops" in there. So, still condescending. It's actually pretty impressive how even in the midst of all this, she continues to be an absolute asshole. It's actually kind of wild. I wonder when she's like sober. I bet this is her toned down. I bet when she's sober, she's like 10x this. Like when she goes to a Cowboys game, I bet she's like fighting with every single other fan in the stadium. Like she's going around just starting shit and everyone's spitting on them.
Did you assume I was operating under alcohol or had you been assured by some sort of test? You just assumed, right? Correct? And is our conversation being recorded? It is, correct? So you assumed I was operating correct? Is that correct? Yes or no?
Rachel, we're not gonna have this conversation.
Okay, so that was correct, right? That's why you arrested me. You assumed I was operating a vehicle. Correct?
She spends a considerable amount of time in the back of the police car trying to mega mind her way out of this situation, a fucking Jimmy Neutron brain blast. So she's trying to reverse this, like interrogate them. Oh, you assumed I was the one driving the vehicle, correct? And yes, you admitted to that, Rachel. You yourself confirmed you were the one operating the vehicle, but I'm sure she's already forgotten that. Like, the only thing she's remembering consistently is her name. So, she's already in a rough state, but she's trying her absolute best here to try and find the right dialogue tree option to get out of here, but it doesn't exist. And it is so annoying listening to her try this, like, you assumed I was under the influence. Correct? You didn't administer any tests. Correct? Even though they tried to, but she declined to do the tests. So yes, they're going by the very clear indicators that you are drunk with the way you're speaking, as well as the smell of alcohol on her breath. Now, I was honestly expecting her to try some very unhinged tactics here, like maybe making a secondhand smoke style argument, like, okay, the smell of alcohol on my breath, interesting. I only had one beer cocktail. Perhaps the reason that you're smelling alcohol so strongly from my breath is because all of my friends were drinking so much at the fantasy football party that my proximity to them coated my mouth, thus leading to this methodist of alcohol that you're smelling. I didn't drink anything more than one beer cocktail. I am not drunk. I am a victim of secondhand alcohol.
Well, I'm talking more here. I just never read me my Miranda rights or told me what I was going to be arrested for. So I was looking for some clarification because my Miranda rights were never read, and you also never told me what I was under the arrest for. Do you remember that part? Actually arrest a lawyer.
The amount of time she gets this with a bait and switch by saying, I'm done talking, or you'll just have to speak to my attorney from now on, that's it for me. Only to continue just fucking vomiting a bunch of nonsense is so wild. She just has this inability to shut the fuck up. She just keeps going and keeps being an insufferable asshole. Now she drops a bombshell here, a plot twist that Game of Thrones could have never even written, that has me scratching my head a little bit. It's a very interesting claim that I have to call objection on. She insinuates that she is a lawyer. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I haven't passed the bar, which means I can sniff out when other people haven't passed the bar as well. And oh brother, does she stink. She reeks of lying and deception here. I don't think she's a lawyer at all. I think what likely is the case is that she read a single Twitter thread from some pseudo-intellectual that tried to lecture about, here's how you get out of any situation involving the authorities. And then she's taking it as though she's some kind of knowledgeable lawyer or something now because of it. Because she is wrong on everything. She's saying that they didn't tell her what she's being taken in for, even though they explicitly told her that it's going to be for the OWI. Like, they made it very clear. She just immediately forgot because she is fucking hammered. And then she's talking about the Miranda rights not being read to her. And now, take this with a grain of salt, because like I mentioned, I'm also not a lawyer. But from everything I've read, they don't need to read you your Miranda rights until it's like a complete formal investigation. It's just everything you say before those rights are read can't be used by them.
Just kind of let you like walk into those things. But you didn't read me my Miranda rights, and you also didn't tell me what I was under arrest for. Do you remember that? And the best part was that was on Dash Gets Bitch. I mean, it's okay. We all learn. So the worst part is I'm not intoxicated, and I don't think there's anything else to say.
She tries to give almost like a super villain monologue here. You fell for my trap. I let you all walk into it. It was all designed from my master plan, my scheme. And you fell hook, line, and sinker for it. But you know the worst part? I'm not even intoxicated. As she's like falling in and out of consciousness, not even able to remember what has and hasn't been said or what's going on. She's probably forgotten that she flipped her car. But anyway, I'll go ahead and stop it here. Like I always say, I have no respect for anyone who drives drunk. Just like cereal deserves milk, I think drunk drivers deserve to be shamed. So, I'm just doing my due diligence here. Big L for Rachel, and that's really about it. Glad no one was hurt. That's it. So yeah, I moved a few more things around in my room, but now I'm positioned directly under this light. The shadows on my face make me seem like I'm sitting in an interrogation chamber from L.A. Noire. Looks like that scene from The Dark Knight where Batman keeps hitting the Joker's head on the table. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but for now it's going to have to do. I'm just going to be looking a little odd here. Last year, I was talking about an ongoing situation with an obsessed Twitch viewer that ended up taking a 700-mile journey when he was going down the Oregon Trail, fording rivers and battling dysentery, to arrive at a Twitch streamer's house he was obsessed with. Her name is Just Foxy, to light her car on fire, and seemingly trying to light house on fire because this was a blazing inferno. It was a big fire. Now, at the time, there's a lot of information still unknown. All we had was some of the surveillance camera footage, which I'll briefly show you. But I just learned 10 days ago, a YouTube channel called Midwest Safety posted the entire body cam of this situation as well as that Twitch chatter's arrest. Now, at the time, we didn't know too much about the individual behind it, but now, a year later, I know more about this guy than I do some of my own cousins. So his name is Farhan Jami. He has been arrested, and we know his fate. Spoiler alert, it's a prison sentence. And we have the body cam footage where he is looking like a pathetic fucking boomer. But before showing you body cam footage, I'll go ahead and tell you what the motivation was, because I imagine a lot of you were able to piece it together, kind of sniff it out. He was one of Just Foxy's big donators. He apparently donated a lot of money over a period of time, and then found out she had a boyfriend, and was so upset by that that he flew out to her area, then drove to her house to set her car on fire as a way of getting revenge.
The suspect, wearing a loose-fitting pair of lighter-colored sweatpants, latex gloves, a darker-colored shirt, a hat, and a mask, sets a box-shaped object on the vehicle. He then sets another object on top of it with a fuse-like wire sticking out of it. The suspect lights it with a lighter and walks away, which leads to the entire front end of the vehicle being engulfed in flames.
Here's the director's cut of the arson, and you get a good look at him and the device that he made. Dude made a goddamn Fortnite gadget here for this fire. He made a certified whatchamahooza. It's like a fucking kids next door contraption for this fire. It's like a bucket, a fuse, and a brick, and then he sets it on fire and it burns the whole car down and spreads a bit to the house.
This officer, as well as many others in the area, both on foot and patrolling in their vehicles, all begin to look for any suspicious people in the vicinity. 10 minutes later, officers find a vehicle parked on the side of the road, only about 2 minutes away from the crime scene.
What's going on?
Not exactly a criminal super genius here, not the mastermind you'd read about from like a comic book. So the guy commits this crime, and then he drives 2 minutes away from the scene of the crime and takes a bit of a snooze, or at least pretends to sleep. You don't expect a lot of intelligence from some deranged lunatic like this, but you would expect someone that just committed a serious felony to at least have the wherewithal to drive further away. But instead, he just stays at the scene of the crime, basically, and just tries to catch some Z's. Maybe he was just so satisfied with himself that he just needed to pass out for some wet dreams. Like, I don't know what the thought process could have possibly been, but that's him. He was parked just 2 minutes away from this place in the same neighborhood.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Just wanted to rest up a little bit. I had a long drive.
Why are you doing it out here?
No reason.
Hey, keep your hand up.
I was putting my seat up.
Well, keep your hands up. Where do you live?
I'm from New York.
You're from New York? What are you doing out here?
Just came to visit a friend, really.
Where's your friend live?
Down in Cincinnati, but he's working, like, doing some construction over here.
This guy's a smooth talker. He's got the silver tongue here. He's weaving some very intricate lies. I'm here visiting a friend. That's really kind of the best he's got for that. So why are you sleeping in a random neighborhood if you're here to visit a friend? It's just so good.
Confused.
Because I drove 40 miles here, and I literally came like an hour ago, and I was like shot, and so I just needed to knock out.
So you just pull off into a random neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, it was right off of the street, whatever it is. It's kind of, I really didn't know where to go. And I'm sorry if like they called the cops or something because they probably thought I don't know, doing something weird here. But I swear, like I'm not doing anything crazy out of left field or anything.
You mind if we search your car?
No, please go for it.
He might actually be the worst liar ever. Playing Among Us with this guy must have been just the freest dubs of all time. He cannot spin a coherent story even slightly, and everything he says gets proven wrong within 10 minutes. It's the quickest speed run I've seen for someone's lies getting debunked in a body cam.
The reason why I ask is because there was somebody who set a car on fire.
Who set a car on fire?
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you set a car on fire?
They set the car on fire.
Like they lit the gas tank?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Jiminy Christmas. What do you mean they set a car on fire? How do you even do that? Is that even possible? Can cars even be on fire? Like what did he do? Like set the gas on fire? The gas tank? Oh, goodness gracious. Ooh, wow, that's not good. Like, what, you tell me, like, maybe put, like, a box on the hood with a bucket on top and a fuse and then lit that on fire, which burned the whole car down. The car happened to belong to a Twitch streamer or something? Like something like that? That's crazy shit. Whew. Some people, am I right, officer? We gotta be careful. There's psychos out there. Good fun. Like, this is not even a human way of reacting to something. He is an actual NPC. He's trying so hard to be, like, surprised by it that it gets into, like, fucking Neil Breen level acting. Like, this right here is, something you'd see from Tommy Wiseau's The Room. Oh, geez. How's your sex life? It's so odd. And I feel like the officer immediately knew right then and there, like, yeah, this is the guy. Who would possibly respond to this information like that?
I came because I landed at CBG and I drove, it's like 40 miles, and I was already shot from the freaking flight.
So where does your friend live?
Somewhere like down there, but he works up here. But no, like something like that. I honestly just made the first right off that road, made the first right because I was like, yo, I need a place to just knock out for 30 minutes and it ended up being a few hours. But yeah, I wasn't trying to hurt anybody here.
This officer has now sent a picture from the surveillance footage that shows the suspect, so he can compare it to this man they're investigating.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's good. Yeah, my friend, he's like down over there. I was up over here and then got all scrambled around, and then I just got a little sleepy, so I pulled on over into this neighborhood to take a little 30-minute nap, turned into a few hours. Oh, also, this guy, Goofball, he openly just said multiple times the officers can search his car if they'd like. So obviously they were going to, and they found some pretty incriminating stuff. And then the officers get sent a picture from the surveillance camera, and now they have a picture of the guy in the act of the crime, and they have the guy right there. So now they can look at that picture and look at the guy and see if they match up. And guess what? They match up pretty well.
It's about the same outfit. I want to see if there's a mask in here.
Here's your COVID mask.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a lighter in here. He's got a torch lighter.
Huh?
Yeah, there's a torch lighter and a blue COVID mask in the center console. There's no luggage. There's no backpack.
Yeah, there's no hat.
It's not the hardest game of Where's Waldo when you have the picture of the guy committing the crime and a guy that looks exactly like it standing in front of you. He's wearing the exact same outfit. And in the car, after getting permission from the guy to search the car, they find a COVID mask as well, which also fits the disguise that the criminal was wearing. The only thing they don't find is a hat. But it's not like the hat is a fucking mask from Mission Impossible where it fully hides his identity. It's not exactly, concealing who he is. It'd be like me putting these glasses on and people going like, where the fuck did Charlie go? He just vanished. Who is that? Who's sitting in his seat right now? Like the hat isn't enough for officers to be like, yeah, it can't be the same guy. He's not wearing a hat. Must be someone else. He must have gone the other way. We got the wrong guy here. But they do still do their due diligence in finding the hat in order to 100% put this in the books that they know they have the right guy.
He's got a hat,
Sure.
he's got the same clothing, he's got the reflective shoes, everything.
Situation down the street where you lit something that caught on fire.
No.
Point blank ask you.
No.
No? Okay. I understand that you're over here visiting friends, but you parked over here for a reason.
His poker face is too strong, even when confronted with the overwhelming evidence. They even show him a picture of himself. He goes, nope, that's not me. It's actually that scene from SpongeBob with Man Ray and Patrick when it came to Man Ray giving Patrick's wallet back.
While searching the area around the suspect's car, officers found multiple plastic bags with a hat, multiple sets of latex gloves, and another mask within them, not even 10 feet away from the vehicle, underneath a pine tree.
Got his gloves and everything. Yep.
Holy shit, how did they even find that? It was so well hidden. It was like finding the One Piece. Ferran did an extraordinary job of burying the evidence by putting it 10 feet away from his car next to a tree. You could have probably seen that by accident just by looking at his car. It was that close to it in plain sight. So they found the hat and everything else that was used in the crime. And so they take it to Ferran saying like, hey man, we found the bag that you tried to hide. Do you want to just confess to it now, or do we have to keep playing this game? Are we still going to go through this song and dance?
Can you explain why no more than 10 feet from your car is a hat that matches the exact picture from the suspect in the video?
I can't, but
Are your fingerprints going to be on that bag?
maybe, I don't know.
Is your DNA going to be in that hat?
It shouldn't.
Okay, so there's no way your DNA can be in that hat. So when we test it, we're not going to find your DNA in there.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't. No.
Okay. I guess I'm a little confused. This is a pretty random, off the beaten path
I
area.
can see people walking around.
Okay, this is a very random area to be.
Just when you thought the chess master was caught between a rock and a hard place in a checkmate position, he flips the board around on you. You see, he just cooked up a really smart story here. Just so you know, I did see people walking around here. That's good. We never even stopped to think that he could be being framed by people that happen to be walking around this neighborhood at 3 a.m. That is food for thought. We might need to play with that narrative here, that storyline. Actually, I do kind of want to toy with that a little bit. I want to slap the cheeks around on it. Let's experiment here. So you mean to tell me that the criminal in the video that you have seen, that's not you, there just happens to be another person of the exact same build, wearing the exact same clothing that you're wearing, with the exact same beard, with the exact same hair. The only difference is they had their COVID mask on instead of in the center console, and they had a hat. And the real criminal, your doppelganger, was also happening to be walking around at 3 a.m. in the same neighborhood that you decided to randomly park in to take a nap while visiting your imaginary friend. That's the story you're trying to sell me on right here.
Now look, when I was asleep, somebody might have come and thrown a bag there. I don't know.
We'll do that for you in a bit, okay?
I got pretty much everything over here that says you got gloves and a mask. In the other bag, you have gloves, a receipt, a mask, something else, and a hat. So this is everything he was wearing.
So they've got pretty much everything here, and yet there is still more that they gather to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's this guy. They not only have everything he was wearing and everything he used, despite him saying that his DNA shouldn't be on there, which, by the way, isn't even him saying it won't be, because he's still leaving the door open for the possibility that it might be. Like, what the fuck? How could it be there if it's not yours? Like, what happens? Your doppelganger came through, broke into your car while you were sleeping and took some of your hair or grabbed some of your spit while you were asleep and rubbed it all over the material, so that's how your DNA can show up there even though it's not yours? Like, what the fuck? He's not even saying that it won't be, he's saying that it shouldn't be. But I'm already getting off on another tangent for this fucking awful fanfic that he's weaving. But not only do they have all of the material that he was using, they then also have other surveillance camera footage from other houses that confirm he didn't get there at midnight like he claims.
People who live in this area also have surveillance footage that caught the specific times that the suspect parked on the street. Officers discuss these specific times and relate them to the suspect's claim of being parked there since midnight.
221 is when it got lit. 227 is when they're saying they saw the video of him coming in here. So him being here since midnight is not correct.
So you said you came out here around 12, around midnight? They got video of you pulling in here around 2:25. You've been lying to us from the start, man. So we're taking you back to the PD.
I know the evidence is overwhelming, but I'm not the guy that did this. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just not the guy who gets my hands dirty, you know? It's just not me.
A convincing argument from Ferran here, but the evidence was too much. Every single piece of his story was proven wrong, all in the time span of like 20 minutes maybe. They not only got the accurate time for when he really did pull up, which was minutes after setting the car ablaze, but they also found all of the pieces of clothing and items used in the crime as well, and a picture of him at the crime. So I think they've got the right guy, I'm pretty confident to say, and he was sentenced to 46 months in prison for this crime. So yeah, just wanted to give you a follow-up to all of it. That's about it. So yeah. Hey, let's watch Michael Jordan's son get his DUI. Okay, I feel like I missed something. Did he go on like a chase? The full video is an hour 15. My god, it's a full film. It's a full production. But I feel like I've missed the entire intro here. I feel like I'm coming in the middle of the season. EWU body cam has a shorter version.
When police in Maitland, Florida come upon a...
Florida! Hey! Let's go!
They don't need their best detectives.
That's big.
To figure out that something is gone. But they quickly realize that the driver of this vehicle is none other than the son of basketball legend Michael Jordan.
Are you, like, popular or something? I don't know who you are.
And please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent.
That's so good. That's so good. He's immediately thrown around. Do you know who my dad is? Oh, I love that. I do enjoy that. Has Marcus Jordan done anything? Actually, wasn't he dating Scottie Pippen's wife? Yep, he dated Larsa Pippen from 2022 until 2024. And that's it. That's all he's done. He dated Larsa Pippen. He tried to get into college ball, but he was really bad at it. He must have been. It's not even mentioned on like his Wikipedia summary. For like his notable stuff, it's just he dated Larsa Pippen. Also, in 2012, he was arrested after a drunken argument with two women outside a hotel in Omaha, charged with disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and obstructing justice, but was later released and pled no contest. Cool resume.
Unusual and dangerous sight. A car has veered off the highway and gotten stuck on the railroad tracks. The situation poses a significant threat to those in the car, as well as the officers.
This fucking idiot thought the railroad tracks were an extension of the road that he was on? That's amazing. Holy. Is this a mistake that can happen, like, commonly in this area? I can't imagine it is, right? This guy must have been, like, super turbo-plastered.
You are stuck. You know the train's come by right now, right?
No, I know. That's why I'm trying to get the out of
This car ain't going nowhere.
I like how she rolls up the window.
I need you guys out of the car because there is something right now.
So then let me pull up.
You're not gonna be able to move it. Just get.
No, let him pull over. Pull over.
You want to get hit by a train?
If he wants to get hit by a train, that's his God-given right.
No, that's what I'm saying. Get out of the car so we don't get hit.
He meant to park here, actually. There's like some Red Dead Redemption shit.
Get out of the car.
I mean, I
That's
see
what I
it's
said.
Forward's got. We push this mother.
Brother, what?
I mean, the concern is $300,000 vehicle. Nothing in my pocket. I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just.
Oh, that's so good. Wait, Michael Jordan's son. Holy shit, I'm so. Do you want me to suck your dick? Oh my god, I'm so. Yeah, let's push. Alright, boys, let's lift up Michael Jordan's son's car right now. We'll hoist it over our shoulders.
And clearly, we would just like to get our car off of the train track, which we were not trying to be on.
Thanks, lady. I can see that it's true. The car's on the train tracks.
We really need a toaster. We can't push this thing in reverse and get it off the tracks. No?
What, man?
The better, right?
The only time you can really push a car is when, like, it's not buried. And it's usually helpful if you can slap that bitch into neutral. There's no shot you're pushing this with 6 dudes. No, what is this car? I think it said a Lamborghini in the articles. I don't know, maybe it's like super lightweight for some reason. But even then, no shot.
Okay, so that's why. Because I can smell alcohol coming from you, and you're on train tracks. Okay. So come on, man. Just listen to me. That's why I don't want you back behind the wheel.
You might not have heard him. His dad's Michael Jordan.
Behind the wheel. I just would like to get my car out of it. I wish I could tell you, but you're way down the train tracks. That's what I'm saying. It's like, we're not way down the train tracks. We made a right and another right. Man.
I'm actually so curious. How far away from the train tracks is he? It looks pretty far. Like, I feel like you know that you're on train tracks pretty much instantly. Like, you know, it's not Triple X, right? Where you just, like, riding the fucking the Mustang on the tracks until it, like, burns the rubber off. Like, I feel like you would know so quickly. I can already imagine what the cabin was like while they're on the train tracks with this girl. Man, they gotta repave this road. What the fuck is going on here? God, Florida sucks. Jeez.
Pushing a car off the train tracks like this, and I'm not getting back behind the wheel until I know that you're safe enough to operate it.
Okay, so what do I have to do to show you that I'm safe enough to operate?
Well, I'm gonna ask
One free throw.
I'm gonna read through your Miranda rights first. You're not under arrest.
I know that. I know I'm not.
I couldn't be. I'm Michael Jordan's son.
If I know anything,
And if Marcus is unhappy to leave his Lamborghini behind, he'll be even less pleased with what the officer says next.
All right, ma'am, I'm gonna be doing an investigation.
He says LeBron's better. Imagine you just start fucking messing with him.
That's what I said.
right?
Is that where he took it? Is that where he took his right turn right there to get onto the tracks? He went down this. No, actually, I don't think so. This looks like a little parking lot. He must have turned right even further up. Holy, that was on a side quest.
3. Do the turn. So then 1. Here's the turn. Here's the turn.
Nice. 32-point turn. Very good.
Sure. I'm not pushing no person. I am a normal person.
His dad appears. Imagine. What are you doing with my son? I was busy beating the Looney Tunes in a game of basketball, and now all of a sudden my son... What, you think he's drunk just because he drove down the railroad tracks? Or, not beating the Looney Tunes, beating the Monstars. God, Jesus Christ, sorry.
You want to check under my nuts, too?
Oh, okay. All right. What's your name? Officer Marino, Belgium 183.
Well, Officer Marino, you're going to get a call from my father later.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
So you're going to have 4 questions. Any questions?
Thank you for your service. Thank you for protecting our country.
Thank you for your support.
What a cool side character.
So we gotta make sure everybody's safe to drive.
Brought in Marcus Jordan.
The Marcus Jordan?
Are you like popular or something? Or?
Popular? That doesn't even begin to describe it.
You keep saying you're a big target. Are you a celebrity or something?
Then I don't know this guy. So don't ask.
You keep bringing it up, man. That's why I'm asking. That's all.
You don't. Act like you don't know. But it's cool. We'll find out tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll find out tomorrow.
I bet this officer felt real silly when he found out that this was Michael Jordan's son.
Oh my lord.
Up the radio on another 80s.
Yeah, this is just wholesome bonding now. He posted on his Instagram, I appreciate everyone reaching out. I'm focusing on @Trophy Room Store right now and won't be making any comments on the recent media stories and personal life. What's Trophy Room Store? Is that his job? Like that's his business? Well, the very first image there is Michael Jordan. Is this guy's whole life just spent riding his father's glory? That's gotta suck, man. Here's an article. What is Trophy Room? Accused of stealing from Michael Jordan. Here's an insight into Marcus's venture. What? Despite initially battling allegations that Marcus has been backdooring his sneakers to resellers, Trophy Room and the Jordan brand are still working together and bringing out new collaborations for the fans. The Trophy Room within the Michael Jordan estate is almost like a museum. It showcases Jordan's numerous achievements over the years and eventually became the inspiration for Marcus Jordan. Okay. I thought this was like a big conspiracy where he's stealing his dad's shoes to sell them. His first store closed after 3 years. Oh, wow. What I'm trying to do is recreate the atmosphere, the warm feeling that people would feel as they would walk through the trophy room when we had friends over. Huh. His whole life is spent just reveling in his dad's achievements. Nothing of his own. Literally no way to top MJ. It's not about topping him. It's about just carving your own identity. Even during his arrest, all he could do was name drop his dad. He just has nothing of his own. Saw a video title float around in my algorithm today that really caught my eye. It's called The Drunkest Man in Police History. And I thought, that's a pretty bold statement. The most inebriated man in the history of law enforcement? Well, I've got to take a peek for myself to see if the rumors are true.
4-year-old Nathan was observed by witnesses attempting to enter the highway on-ramp at a high rate of speed when he lost control and crashed his vehicle into an embankment. It's also worth mentioning that Nathan had 3 prior OWI convictions in 2 active cases.
If drunk driving was a sport, this would be the LeBron of it. He's got some active cases against him, and it seems like he treats driving the same way I treat shuffling. I won't do it unless I've had at least 10 drinks. So our little superstar Nathan, looking fresh out of an audition for the new season of Shameless, has found himself operating a vehicle while inebriated per usual. This time, he's in a bit of a pickle.
Okay.
It's my fault.
What happened?
My fault. I'll give it to you when it's respected.
Okay. Can I get you guys to wait over here, please?
Yeah.
What an interesting proposition. He's accepting responsibility for the situation here, but only on the condition that he gives it to them when it's respected. That's the art of the deal, baby. What a fucking conundrum. No one's more deserving of respect than our boy Nathan here, multi-champion drunk driver.
What's your name?
not the point right now.
Okay, what is the point?
I'll give it to you when it's respected.
Why are you so angry right now?
About 40 or 50 miles an hour, weaving in and out of the traffic.
I got cut off. This is what happened.
The way that he's like holding the door open while he's poking his head out of the cabin, it's like a gopher looking to see its shadow to know if we're getting more weeks of winter. Like, it looks like fucking Robin Williams coming out of Jumanji asking what year it is. This guy is fucking clueless on what's going on here. It is a really big statement to say this is the drunkest man in police history, and I'm sure it's exaggeratory to some extent, but watching him, it is impressive just how fucking hammered he is without being face down in a pool of his own vomit. I've gotten disgustingly hammered before, and it's led to me puking for 2 hours in the back of a rented truck once. But I still feel like he's drunker than I was. The only time I'd ever been more out of it is in college when I smoked a mystery joint that almost sent me to Valhalla. Pretty sure I beta tested Fint with that one. And I think there is still a very good chance he is still more fucking out of it than I was, and he just tried to operate a vehicle. And it's not his first time doing it either. It's crazy. He should not be allowed behind the wheel of an automobile under any circumstances whatsoever.
I think I'm gonna just hold it until my life gives.
What it seems like.
Obviously not, right?
Well, let's start making moves to get down.
Well, let's do that then.
Do it. I'm waiting on you.
It's not on me no more. Try.
Want me to help you?
No, it's not. $30, $1,000. Fuck. I got it after you, alright?
Alright, go ahead.
It's so over the top, it almost feels fake, like a parody. It almost feels like a Buster Keaton silent film where he's acting drunk. But this is very real, and the way that he dismounts that truck, I mean, 10 out of 10 technique, he just dropped the Fosbury flop on him right there. He just ragdolls himself off the truck. Now, I'm still not sure if I 100% agree that this is the drunkest man in police history, but I can guarantee you that you can be the cleanest man in world history if you go get some cheeky soap right now. Our Valentine's Day sale ends today. 10% off the entire store. Use cheeky.com for the best soap in the fucking world. Put the link in the description.
I haven't seen my kids in 3 months.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Damn, the lore. That's sad exposition right there. He's trauma dumping now, and, well, you can't help but feel sorry for him now. She's pulling on the heartstrings with that. I don't think he has kids. I think that's just a full-blown lie. I think he's just pulling for anything like, I'm not drunk, it's just I'm really sad. I haven't seen my kids in 3 months. And he starts hitting his truck. Damn! Blast! Curses!
You're not injured at all? No, you're not in pain at all?
My hands are both broken. I'm sure my forearms both broken from this fall.
Let's get you to the ambulance so the fire department will take you out to.
So just to recap, he just came in way too aggressively. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ceiling leaks, the floor creaks, both hands are broken, forearms broken, my dick squeaks. Like, what is he talking about, man? What? I love how they're like, are you injured? He's like, yeah. Glass bones, paper skin, hands broken, forearms broken, 5 toes broken on both feet. It's just, honestly, everything might be broken, officer. Who did this?
What's your birthday?
For what reason? Because you're gonna. That's besides the point. I've got cut off. Nothing possible with anybody. So, you, right? So, I have no reason to speak to you, right? So, leave that way.
What's your birthday?
I would rather speak to you this way, right? You have no reason to follow us. Go back that way. Go ahead back that way.
Okay, are you gonna...
You and follow back that way.
Okay.
Oh boy, this guy's good. He's playing hardball. So he starts to sniff that they might be onto him because they're asking him questions like, hey, what's your name? And where's your ID? So he's like, for what reason? May I inquire as to why you're curious on these specifications on my being? I don't know about that, officer. You have no ground to stand on. Please excuse yourself. Please go that way. I'm going to talk to the other officer this way. Please go. Go, bless. Now, please. Yes, of course. Yes, why? For what reason? So he just keeps saying for what reason over and over again. and like dismissing the other officer, like, you're excused. I outrank you.
Just so you know, you're under arrest right now for some traffic violations and drunk driving. All three of y'all look stupid right now. I'm being served. I ain't got nothing upon my own, so to speak. Y'all break my wrist, y'all being sued. Let me re-coordinate because my wrist cannot breathe. I got that side right.
He continues to just be an asshole nuisance, so the cops eventually just throw him in the cuffs, not respecting his obvious broken hands and broken forearms, broken dreams, and broken spirit, but everything is all cattywampus internally. And then I don't know what monologue he gave them right there. He said, like, I don't care about being searched. I ain't got nothing on me upon my, I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill type shit. And then he says that his wrist can't breathe.
Man, I'm a grown dude. Who are you? No, I'm not ready. Can I pick up my pants? So let me put the pants so to speak in front of me. Like, don't hang in front of me, right? No, it ain't in front of me. Yeah, I want to. No, is that a problem? What are you, Taliban? Dumb. Bring me to county for what? You have nothing on me right now.
That's true. There's nothing here. There's no case they can build against him. This is bulletproof, watertight, actually. He's very smooth. He's doing a great job of staying squeaky clean here.
Why am I being brought to county? Why am I being brought to county? Not right now, you're putting a car first. So why am I being brought to county?
His voice sounds like a cartoon character. It sounds like Miss Fowl from Jimmy Neutron, but without like the raspy squealing to it. Like, I don't know what he's been drinking. Maybe he's been doing beer helium balloons that he's been inhaling in his truck or something, so now he's got all like the helium in his lungs and shit and all the alcohol. Like, I don't know, but his voice, like, there's no way he sounds like that on a day-to-day basis, right? It just feels like it's pitch shifted for a chipmunk version of a song or something, like Nightcore.
For what reason? Don't drive it.
We're gonna go over some paperwork real quick, alright?
For what paperwork?
Are you gonna have a seat?
For what paperwork?
For OWI.
For what OWI?
Alright,
And
so
failing to maintain your truck on a...
here's the thing. We're just going around in a circle right now. It's not helping
It
anything.
wasn't a circle, it was a straightaway.
No, I meant we're talking in a circle.
Sure.
So, are you gonna have a seat?
Should I?
Checkmate, officer. Nathan caught you in a lie. You said it was a circle, but it was clearly him totaling his truck on a straightaway. Peculiar. We call that the scholar's mate, good sir. Nathan wins again.
Alright, so there's no other options right now.
I don't give a fuck my other options. My other options is a felony, which I'm already facing. Does it matter to you?
Your choices are get in or we make you get in. That's it.
And your choice doesn't matter if I get in the car or not, right?
It's one of the two right now. Which is
So it's one of the two right now, right? So it's either a felony or a misdemeanor. Which is it gonna be?
Right,
What do
right
you
now,
want it to
right
be?
now it's a ticket.
Right now it's a ticket.
He's not even arguing with them or anything. He's just repeating what they say back to them with slurred speech. And that's it. He's not even making any kind of statements, or like he's barely even getting words out. He's kind of just like gargling his own tongue half the time while trying to stay conscious.
Chose to drink and drive home.
You're, all of a sudden, I chose to drink and drive. You're, right? It's not my opinion. You're I know what your face looks like. How about that?
The way they censor it so much reminds me of that Whitest Kids You Know sketch with Abraham Lincoln, you fucked up now. It's like the officers start to just like goof around with him to a certain extent. So he hits him with like almost like a Big Lebowski moment where when he calls him a bitch, he's like, well, he's kind of just like, your opinion, man.
Tell it bothers you with the way you're tensing and this dude right here. Hat, beard, skinhead, everything else.
It isn't a very good beard, actually.
Shut the f up, bro. I tried
Shut
to the f up, bro.
Alright.
Don't say a word. You a skinhead. Shut your mouth. How about that? Shut your mouth. I pay your motherfucking taxes, bro.
I've got a hunch Nathan doesn't pay for shit. I feel as though he's most likely still mooching off mommy and daddy's money and crashing their cars with his drunk driving antics. Of course, I'm not a psychologist and I'm not his bartender that's plagued by his presence Monday through Sunday, but judging from his resume with the multiple DUIs as well as this current one, I can say with a high level of confidence he's an insufferable piece of shit.
Off my turn! Y'all seem stupid. Alright, thanks.
Since Nathan's compliance only continued to diminish, officers chose to place him in a wrap restraint device.
Answer me that. Drinking and driving and resisting arrest. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
It was like 5 minutes of hoopla with Nathan just trying to roast them, but he just kept calling them ugly and calling them bitches and insulting that one dude's beard. And then eventually they just put him to the grass and lie him down until they can get the wrap restraint device, whatever the fuck that is.
You're with somebody. Slap your family, your family, your family, and your family. You're bald. Pick me up. Think I give a. Yep. Think I won't forget it.
So they slap a goddamn doohickey on Nathan here and they carry him around like luggage through the TSA. They basically just have this wrap device, which is basically just something that'll put handles on a drunk fucking idiot like Nathan so they can carry him easier. It's so interesting.
Fucking spit mask, bro. That's besides the point, bro's and he knows his wife was about to get spit on. That ain't my problem. His wife wanted to get DM.
This fucking thing looks almost exactly like the headgear I used to put on when I do after-school taekwondo courses. So Nathan tried spitting on one of the officers, so they had this on standby, which is basically just a bag with a cushion on it. Like, it almost looks like he's just getting kidnapped now.
790.
Want to go mail on board and route the
Mail on board and we're
9174, 9153.
Here we go. We're on round 50.
While being transported,
The whole arrest is really a headache listening to Nathan, but in the backseat of the police cruiser, like, he's just started, like, mocking the police, and, like, you heard him there, 790, It really felt like Adam Sandler was back there for a moment. He was channeling it. Shelby! Like, that's what Nathan was doing for the police ride to the station.
Y'all look stupid as shit. You look stupid as shit. I'm gonna sue the f out of you just for you being in here. You understand that? Do you understand that? Good. You might as well leave. You look ugly as f. Y'all don't even look like cops. Who the f is this dude? A f Nazi? No, I'm not a Nazi. You are a Nazi. Look at this dude with fake teeth. Fake teeth? Yeah.
Oh, they're just really nice.
Your teeth are faded.
Unfortunately,
You got fake teeth, and you're sad because I got better teeth than you.
There's like 10 more minutes of him just trying to roast officers and saying some really questionable, odd shit. And then there, as you heard, he tried to insult the officer's teeth, going on about like some Chip Skylark shit, some shiny teeth in me. So I'm not going to show you anymore because it's just more of that. He got 18 months in jail for this, as well as like probation, as well as he had to write an apology note to one of the officers. Now, I think he got off really easy. This is his 4th OWI. 4. Count them, 4 OWIs. Why is he only spending 18 months in jail? Like, it's a miracle nobody was hurt from this. Like, I really think this is not someone who is learning their lesson at all. Like, let's just assume this is the drunkest man ever arrested in police history. Why would the drunkest man operating a vehicle only get 18 months in jail for it? After totaling that vehicle and putting so many people in jeopardy. I really feel like he got off super easy. This isn't some, like, sweetheart and angel who made some kind of crazy mistake. This dude does this fucking annually. Like, he is doing this repeatedly. And he is also just a massive piece of shit. Like, he got off very easy. But yeah, I saw this title and I just had to talk about it a little bit. That's it. See ya. A delusional psychopath tried swatting someone. What happens next will shock you. Dusting off the old Darman reference here for this one. So some miserable, horrible lady tried to swat someone. I'm sure I don't need to explain what swatting is. It's a horrible, bad thing that'll land you permanently on Santa Claus's naughty list. And this lady looks and sounds like she's one glass of wine away from passing out face first into her copy of 50 Shades of Grey, but in between bouts of consciousness, she decided to commit a huge crime of swatting. And boy howdy, the shoe went on the other foot real quick. They actually found her. And when they brought her into custody, she started launching sonic-based attacks at the officers. It's a wild ride that I can't wait to take you on, thanks to Code Blue Cam here providing all of the footage. We get a POV of what it's like to encounter a real-world banshee. But before we even see her, let's go ahead and get brought up to speed with the lore. The call, the emergency that she phoned in.
Hi, this man is a gun, shooting with a gun. Can you spell the street, ma'am? I can't understand you. Do you have me on speakerphone? He's shooting with a gun. I understand that, and I'm going to send help, but I need to understand the street name. Okay, and who is shooting with a gun? There's a man. Okay, what is the man's name? I have no idea. Okay, how do you know this is going on? Oh my God, he's also with a gun shooting rabbits. Okay, how do you know this is going on? Oh my God, because I can see him shooting rabbits. He's shooting everywhere. Answer my questions. How do you know this is going on?
No doubt she's a classically trained actress. That is a very convincing performance. Those acting chops could bring a tear to the eyes of even Margot Robbie. And she is using it for evil, nefarious purposes. So she's talking about a man who's shooting. He's shooting rabbits. He's shooting everywhere. And refuses to give any, like, real info. And then, like, pauses after the operator's asking her how she even knows this is going on. She doesn't answer and then just hangs up.
Based on the nature of the call, all on-duty Brookfield police officers responded to the area immediately.
Bravo 521, I'm 23. There's nothing going on here. This is most likely a swatting call.
Dispatch later informed that the female caller had reached out again, stating she could see the man on her cameras and that he was still firing his weapon.
They sent out the whole kit and caboodle like they were about to bring down Cobra Commander. They got there, found nothing, but then the mysterious caller reaches out again, saying the same thing, that this maniac is out there firing his weapon. There's a maniac on the loose and we gotta get him. Only the officers were there. There was no gunshots. They even searched the area for casings, found nothing. They asked the homeowner nearby, nothing. So they were pretty confident it was a swatting call.
While clearing the scene, the female continued to call 911 repeatedly from an unknown number. A sergeant instructed the clerks to forward all her calls to his desk phone.
She called them again and again and again, repeatedly just spitting